Instead, it'll be a 3rd and 2. Manageable here as they approach the red zone. Kelly looking right. He'll scramble. He has plenty of room to take off, and he will. To the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown. Peachtree Ridge Lions as he scampers in and puts the first points on the board.
I think just the awareness to get it off the tip.
As Kelly's now looking deep, throwing deep, wide open, into the breadbasket and in as the Peachtree Ridge Lions get back out in front. Tion Cofield with the double move, wide open, and Kelly doesn't miss that. It'll be 13-7 with 3 minutes and 26 seconds left as the Lions regain the lead. Kelly now 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. He looks at the in-breaking route. He throws it right at the linebacker. Picked off down to the 20, down to the 15, down to the 10, aiming for the pylon and in, breaks the plane. And that is another defensive or special teams touchdown for Mill Creek. 6 more points on the board for them. As it'll be 34-0. Another scenario where Kelly just doesn't see the linebacker sitting in the middle of the field waiting for that. And it's returned all the way for 6 for the Hawks. It's, of course, the starter for all this season, Shane Throgmartin. He'll look to pass. He finds an in-breaking route over the middle. Passing the safety and getting tripped up at the 45 is the Mill Creek Hawks. So 1 play and a 30-yard pass gets the Hawks into the Lions territory.
We just talked about the dual threat ability of Justin Content, the Western Kentucky commit. Makes that play at corner on the 3rd down and then gets open over the middle of the field for a huge gain and a huge play for the Mill Creek offense.
So Throgmartin now only 1 running back to his left. Motion over to the tight end spot behind that right tackle. Now Throgmartin will look for the sign. 8 minutes left in this first quarter. Already plenty of action, but no score. The snap high to Throgmartin. He gets it down, hands it off, inside zone, breaking up the middle, and getting past the first down marker for the first down is Cam Robinson. Gunter, what can you tell us about that dynamic running back?
Well, it really adds a bit of a dual threat ability to this offense. He's a very talented runner. Not the biggest, only 5'9" in stature, but he can really make you miss, and he has that speed in the open field. It'll be interesting to see if Peachtree Ridge can slow him down in the running game.
Yeah, he's got that excellent vision as well as he stands to the left of Throgmartin. Martin gets the snap. He'll pull it. Actually gives it off to Robinson. Robinson breaks an ankle tackle. Now breaking in. Down to the 20. He makes a man miss to the 10. To the 5. That's a Hawks touchdown as they get on the board first. 6-0 over the Lions.
And we just mentioned the ability to make people miss. Cam Robinson, what a run. All those times we've seen it this season, just some explosive runs and the difference maker in the running game for this Mill Creek offense. If Peachtree Ridge wants to slow this offense down, they're going to have to figure out how to contain him first before you get to that Mill Creek passing offense.
What an excellent job by Robinson. Great vision to get the first 5 yards, breaks an ankle tackle, and makes the defensive back miss to get the rest and cross the plane. As the snap is good, hold is good, and kick is good. So we have a 7-0 game here as Mill Creek leads. Excellent job early. The Lions were pushing down the field. Defense got them off, and the offense scores in just a couple of plays as the big play by Robinson caps it off, Gunter.
Yeah, that's a big momentum shift for sure, and we'll have to see, can Peachtree Ridge respond? We've seen them, try to attack them with the air raid offense. Do they go back to that, or do they try, more of a running game? Do they try to get Cedric Addison and King Thomas involved in the running game? It'll be an interesting thing to see if Mill Creek really, is going to get challenged by that or not. Can they make this offense one-dimensional and really slow them down through the air?
So we'll see where we're at on this next Lions drive. It was a good one. It just shut down. We mentioned how Kelly can have those accuracy problems, just missing. He doesn't miss by much, but on an in-breaking slant like that, you have to hit him out in stride, and couldn't, and that led almost directly to the Hawks scoring. So second kickoff of the game for Mill Creek. Similar to the first, as this is aiming towards the pylon, taken on a bounce and returned, but only caught in the 11. Not a smart decision there by Langston Abernathy. Abernathy maybe thought that one would hold up. It certainly looked like to me it would break the plane, but he takes it. They'll give him the 13-yard line. So now the Lions will be starting deep in their own side of the field.
And this is the last thing you want if you're Peachtree Ridge. You want to have good field position to start your drives because this Mill Creek defense can get in the backfield so easily, and they're so talented in the secondary. So it'll be interesting to see, can Darnell Kelly maybe use his legs a little bit here and get Peachtree Ridge up the field?
If they're going to want to run it, it will have to be through Kelly unless there's a motion. 5 wide, no motion. The throw quick on the curl route, and it's tipped up in the air and falls incomplete. Again, Kelly just missing too high to Tion Cofield. He tips it. Dangerous play there, but it finds the turf.
Yeah, that's one that I bet Darnell Kelly would probably want to have back. That's a pretty dangerous pass over the middle, and, he couldn't come up with it.
Interesting, Gunter. I don't know. Did you see a running play the first drive for these Lions?
No, they're very, air raid, like you mentioned.
Yeah, so going with the pass again, but they're not going to be able to get it off as Kelly is brought down at the 2. Looks like number 95, Devin Ankrum. So first sack of the game goes to the Hawks, and if the Lions weren't already backed up, they are now as they sit at their own 3.
Yeah, that's a big sack for Mill Creek. Hadn't really gotten into the backfield too much yet, but they show you they can really get off blocks.
So it'll be 3rd and long. And before we get a play, it looks like a timeout. It's going to be a timeout Lions. Interesting here as we'll see what their game plan is after the timeout. 6 minutes and 30 seconds remain in this first quarter. We'll take a short break and be right back. This is the second round of the GHSA playoffs brought to you by the NFHS Network. Welcome back as we are here in Houston, Georgia for the second round of the GHSA playoffs. Mill Creek versus Peachtree Ridge. And right now, Peachtree Ridge is well in their own side of the field on their own 3-yard line with a 3rd and 20. Darnell Kelly all alone in the backfield. He'll take the snap, 3-man rush, almost gets to him. He fumbles in the end zone. We'll see who comes up with the ball. It's Kelly now looking to throw. He'll throw it down the sideline. Jump ball, and it's batted away and almost intercepted. It'll fall complete on the Peachtree Ridge sideline. And oh my goodness, Gunter, a crazy development as Kelly was all alone in his own backfield. Only a 3-man rush. The ball swatted away. He picks it up and almost completes the deep pass.
Yeah, what a turn of events that was. Darnell Kelly did a great job to pick it up in the end zone and then scrambles, somehow almost completes it. But I think in the end, I think that was, probably ideal for both sides. Peachtree Ridge was really going to have to throw up just a prayer to try and get that 3rd down. Mill Creek was all over that.
And now Mill Creek will be in full punt block as a punter for the Lions stands on the line, essentially. He will get it off. It's a high flyer and doesn't go too far as it is received at the 35 on a fair catch. So after their first touchdown, leading 7-0, you can't get much better field position than this off of 3 and out.
Yeah, this drive will be very important for Peachtree Ridge's defense. Can they hold this Mill Creek offense with so many playmakers to just 1 score in the opening quarter? If not, I could see this game getting pretty out of hand very quickly if they are not able to.
Yeah, to be fair, Mill Creek's last game, they scored 42 points in the first half and didn't have to score much after that because they didn't at all and still won the game 42-17. Here, Throgmorton gets the motion. He'll hand it off on the jet sweep. Plenty of room out in front to the 25 to the 20. Man out in front to the 10 to the 5 to the pylon. Touchdown. 1 play, 1 touchdown. 6 more points go up on the board. It is 13-0 for the Hawks. What a great design play on the jet sweep. Man out in front and plenty of blockers parade in for the 6-point score. Kelly now looking deep. He'll air it deep. 3 wide receivers all around, and it will fall in between 2 of them. So that was just 3 go routes, and it looks like Cofield was the nearest man, but a lot of traffic there. Of course, with 3 wide receivers, you're likely to have 3 defensive backs, and they were all there. Lucky that one falls incomplete.
really just resulted in a jump ball right there for the Mill Creek secondary against the Peachtree Ridge receivers. But you're seeing a willingness to try and drive the ball down the field. Of course, that's a staple of this air raid offense.
That's the second time we've seen that, where just multiple wide receivers on top of each other on go routes. And going back to the play that picked up the first down, as they're actually now going to back the Lions up. So maybe Kelly saw the flag and assumed it was an offside and took the shot. Don't want to speculate, but the flag was on the Lions, whatever it may be. This time, I have no idea, as it's a 5-yard penalty to make it 1st and 15. Running back to Kelly's right. One wide receiver on the close side, 3 on the close side of the camera. It's White that's on receiving the signals from the sideline of the Lions. They've seen the comment down here. 5 seconds on the play clock. Now Kelly has to hurry. 2, 1. He gets it off. He's looking right, and the refs actually will say he didn't. So that's another 5-yard penalty unless a timeout was called.